this drought, a lot of attention is focused on water in the rivers and our creeks, but when you turn on your tap, nearly half of the water is likely from underground.
KCRA3's Kevin Oliver has looked at the groundwater supply. He joins us now with how more and more of our water, Kevin, may be coming from there.
That's right. There's a rush for water, but both because of the drought and new regulations coming in January. Our investigation found that with those new regulations coming, so many people want water, they could be waiting years to get a well. Water runs in Curtis Henning's family.
It depends on the well and how deep it goes, of course, but on average it's 2 days to drill a well. But it can take up to a week on some of them.
His grandfather and father each had their own well drilling businesses. Curtis started his company, Cal Water, in 1976, right as the state was heading into a drought.
Yeah, that's the advantage of being in this business, is that everybody has to have water.
Henning's neighbors are praying for rain, and he understands why. In January, he already had a 6-month waiting list of people wanting wells because of the drought.
There's people calling every day, multiple times.
Henning's business has exploded because farmers are trying to get wells drilled before new groundwater regulations hit in January.
I'm probably 2 years behind, if not more.
A 2-year wait for what is this century's version of a gold rush, the rush to get water.
There's some people trying to get ahead of the regulations, or they're just thinking ahead. But there's a whole lot of people that don't have water right now or are running dry.
So many people, Hennings says, the well drillers he knows in San Joaquin County are helping each other to get caught up.
In this kind of a situation, we're not in competitive mode anymore. We're just trying to help the people, help the farmers, help the individuals. There's a lot of houses that are out of water too.
Unlike surface water, like the rivers where you have to have a license to take it, right now if you live in an area that allows you to dig wells, you can pump groundwater. But if you think your neighbor is pumping too much water, you have to take them to court, and those cases can take decades. But starting in January, new regulations will require local water boards to be created, regulating how much water is pumped.
I think the legislature's hope, and my hope, is that the newly adopted groundwater management system will be implemented in a way that will avoid the pitfalls and current over-promising of water that we see for our surface water supplies in California.
Richard Frank is a water rights and groundwater expert from UC Davis. He says the new regulations are meant to help sustain the water basins throughout the state. But those regulations won't be enacted very quickly.
Then there will be a lengthy implementation period. Under the law, it's not expected that those plans will be fully effective or can be fully effective for another 20 or 25 years.
It will take that long because the state also needs to know how much water is in the underground aquifers. So those have to be mapped. Then they have to come up with a plan to keep water in those aquifers.
The groundwater legislation, I think, was inspired in some ways by this drought, but it's not about this drought. It's about future droughts.
Felicia Marcus is the chair of the State Water Resources Control Board. She says the regulations may take a long time to implement, but the board is looking ahead 20, even 30 years.
Many of the climate change projections suggest that we are going to lose our snowpack, and this is looking 2 and 3 decades down the line, that what we're experiencing this year is going to become a much more regular occurrence.
Half of California's water storage comes from the Sierra snowpack, so Marcus and the state are looking at the water focus moving from above ground to underground. And in the meantime, more and more wells are being drilled and more water is being pumped out.
The groundwater that's there now has made this drought, as terrible as it is, it would be 5 to 10 times worse if agriculture in particular wasn't able to draw on groundwater this year.
Meanwhile, Curtis Hennings has a waiting list pages long of those same farmers desperate to keep afloat.
That's what they're doing, is they're trying to make a living. They'll do anything. Some of these farmers are pretty doggone desperate.
Now, the example that Marcus says the state has followed is Australia. That country saw a similar period of on-again, off-again rainfall, followed by a decade of drought. Australia put no regulations or conservation in place until the drought hit there. California is hoping by putting regulations and conservation policies in place now, it will sustain the groundwater and sustain the state for years to come. And if you have an idea for a KCRA3 investigation, you can email us at kcrainvestigates@kcra.com.
Got to be so frustrating to be on that waiting list, knowing that, you know, you need help, but you just can't get it.
And you may get cut off.
You may get cut off if those regulations kick in and you don't have your water. There's still some questions about how that's all going to work out, but there's that possibility.
Tough situation ahead for some people. Thanks, Kevin.